leveling up the literature, how games can inspire academic reporting. So academic writing is really boring, but games are really fun. Our idea was, how can we combine the two? Maybe we can level up our approach to academic reporting using games. This is especially important given the digitization of academic practice. When we try to do a literature review, we just have so many papers to get through. Some people have explored alternatives like using large language models to kind of read the literature and summarize it for them, but there's a lot of problems with this approach. Overall, whether you're new or experienced, you're being deprived of an opportunity to train your brain and get that depth of understanding in the material. Part of our expertise is spending the time and spending the brain energy to digest the scholarship of our peers. We also don't talk a lot about reading. So even though we're reliant on a lot of AI and technology and we're in a digitized world, we haven't really thought about how this could help us to engage with literature and make the act of reading more compelling. For authors, maybe there's norms in a discipline, norms in publication models. Maybe we don't have a lot of power over the format of our publications, but maybe this is just an unquestioned norm. Maybe it's time to really rethink how we present our material, especially since everything's digital. And for instance, like this interactive example, it's just HTML. It's really kind of a versatile and interoperable digital medium, and it's really underutilized. It's not really that difficult to do. It's widely supported. Most of what we have in terms of online formats is still limited to the hypertext of the 80s, and we're really kind of behind. It's not just about making an HTML version of a paper, but also rethinking how the paper is presented. Maybe there could be mechanics, maybe there could be a narrative structure, maybe there could be side quests to kind of help people dive into the parts of the paper that they're really interested in. For readers, of course, we want them to read our work, and maybe we can use ludic engagement to do that. Partly, this is because reading is an interactive process itself. It's co-constructed between the authors and readers. And we also want to make sure that we acknowledge the threat LLMs present to the chore of reading. Especially learners and younger folks are being negatively affected by their use of LLMs at reading tasks like this. We can't avoid the sometimes difficult task of learning to read, especially academic material. We need to guide people through this process and help them to overcome their fears and gain that experiential knowledge. Maybe we can turn it into a hard, fun experience. For the discipline, we can think of several implications. So KaiPlay in particular is well positioned to provoke and support this kind of work. Other conferences have tried similar formats like pictorials, and this has been backed by publishers like ACM. So there's already this history of questioning norms. Maybe we just have to up the ante. Disability studies perspectives also provide inspiration as well as articulate arguments for changing the norms of reading and other things. We're also conscious of the need for standardization here, especially to help systematic review work, which a lot of us do when we're reading. So in conclusion, reading will likely remain a key component of academic practice, and maybe games can help us to engage better or at least differently with the reading experience from an academic point of view. What can we do? Shall we dare to try?